Happy Wednesday and welcome back to your weekly skincare video with me. My name is Isabelle and I'm here for Druide Laboratories to talk to you about the BioLove skin collection. So I wanted to actually show you what my normal routine looks like, because a lot of people always tell me that skincare or skin routines at home is something that could be scary. It really isn't. What you need to do is kind of find what works for you, as well as just figure out what you want to improve on with your skin as well. So I like to kind of keep it simple, but keep it still effective. And the BioLove collection is absolutely beautiful because it is very simple. It's made with clean ingredients. It is all going to be certified with EcoCert as well as Cosmos Organic. So you know that your products are safe for yourself, but you're also looking at a sustainable skincare line in the long term too. So very simply, first things first, you absolutely need to cleanse your skin on a daily basis. Now, even if you think, oh, I didn't do anything today, I didn't apply anything on my skin, which you should be applying your sunscreen, by the way. But if you think that you haven't done anything on your skin, you should still take the time to cleanse. Now, again, going back to, does skincare have to be complicated? No, it really doesn't. Again, find what works best for you, and you're going to be able to establish something that is going to be effective. So the cleanser that I love to go with is going to be, now if you see, or if you've seen, I did do the French video prior. So what I have on right now is, I just literally just did my skincare routine. So I put my serum, my moisturizer, as well as my eye contour, but I will do it again for you here. So the cleanser that I like to use is the Gentle Cleansing Milk. It is a super gentle formula. It has some chamomile inside. You're gonna have some aloe vera, so it's a really nice way to keep your skin properly hydrated, but also remove any makeup or sunscreen that you may have. Now, one of the main benefits of using a cleansing milk, as a general rule, is that if you wear makeup or sunscreen, you need to have some type of oils that are going to help to break down really what keeps the makeup, the talcs, the minerals, all the stuff that's in our makeup and our sunscreen. You want to have something that's going to help to break it down and lift it off. So super easy routine. Now, most days I have sunscreen and maybe a bit of bronzer, but today I only have eye makeup. So all I do is I take my cleansing milk and I will simply apply it on my skin. And for those who did watch the previous video, I always talk about how good this smells, but it's such a light scent, and it's not a synthetic type of fragrance. It's really just all natural. You smell like the aloe, you smell some chamomile. It's just such a fresh scent. And even after I rinse it, it just feels so cool and like just refreshed and clean without having to be a deep cleanser. Now, to rinse off the product, you have two different options. Now, I did speak about the konjac sponge, I believe it was about 2 weeks ago or so, that I like to do on days where I just want to have a deeper cleanse, but I did do this last night, so I'm just going to go ahead with my regular sponges. And you can use cottons, you can use a face cloth, whatever you want. I just like to take something that I can kind of reuse to keep the whole sustainable aspect of it. So because it's not a cleanser that contains sulfates, sulfates or foaming agents, it's not something that really requires that much rinsing. Now on a day where, like just now, I did do a full skincare routine prior to this video, I'm going to just rinse it a second time, but most days I only do one rinse and I'm good. So make sure you get everywhere. Now, I did also speak recently about using a toner, because a lot of people always tell me that they think using a toner is really just an extra step that isn't going to do that much for them. The step of the toner is actually really important as far as just overall health of the skin, because if your pH is unbalanced, you might have a tendency to have an oilier skin throughout the day, to get the occasional breakouts, to just have an uneven or like uncomfortable skin because your pH is unbalanced. pH is very important when it comes to a general rule of skin health and wellness as a global benefit. So I like to use my toner. The one that I use is the Soothing Toner, again, because of my skin. I mean, you've seen it over the last couple videos that I've done, especially the ones where I do like a demonstration of what I use. My skin gets red very easy. And it's not because I overuse product, it's simply because it's a little bit reactive. So I need to stick to products that are going to be as calming as possible, but still give me the benefits and hydration that I wanna have. So toner, you can use it 2 different ways. You can either spray it on your skin, or you can apply it on a cotton in your hands, however you want. I like to just spray it because I feel like it's just a nice little refreshing mist. There you go. Smells, again, very nice, pleasant. And this, I don't actually want to wait until it's all dry. I want to go ahead right away and apply my serum when my skin is still damp, because when your skin is damp, it is going to be more absorbent to whatever you apply afterwards. So the serum that I like to choose for this time of year is going to be the Vita C Skin Beauty Repair Serum. So this serum right here is a very, very light fluid texture. It's gonna help to work on just overall hydration of the skin as well as the glow. So although I wear my sunscreen on a daily basis, if you go in the sun a lot, you may have a bit of sun damage that can come through. So this is really just to help to even out the skin tone, as well as help to kind of repair a little bit of the sun damage that you may have gone through accidentally from taking a lot of sun. So you can see it, it's a very, very fluid product. You don't need a lot. Earlier I did a full pump, which was way too much. I always do half a pump. So stick to half a pump and you have enough product for your full face, your neck, and your décolleté. And you can take the time to do like little massages if you're trying to get a little bit more anti-aging going. And it is all in. So you can tell there's really no more product left on the skin. Everything has absorbed. And that's also a good indication as far as how receptive your skin is to certain products. If there's products that people tell you that they love, that they've been using for years, it might not necessarily be for you. So it's important to kind of find your routine and start off with smaller skincare routines and add some products as you go through. And also just when it comes down to discipline, if you get a starter kit that has 6, 7, 8 products, but that you go from doing basic cleansing to 7 products, you're unfortunately going to kind of fall out of that at-home skincare regimen. So it's important to just take it at your own pace, but keep the basics in mind. So cleansing is essential, toning is important. This serum is something that you can add on once you're trying to kind of boost your skincare regimen. Moisturizer, super important, as well as sunscreen. So the moisturizer I like to use for this season, because the weather's starting to change, but it's still a little bit humid at times, is the Ultra Hydrating Day Cream. Very, very light, fluid texture. Again, all focused on keeping that deep hydration, because the more dehydrated your skin is, the quicker you're going to see signs of aging. So this too, you're gonna have all the soothing ingredients, so very pleasant, very hydrating, but non-greasy. So it's perfect for under my sunscreen, under my makeup, because normally, again, I do a little sunscreen and a little bronzing powder. This is more than enough for your full face, neck, and your décolleté. Don't neglect the décolleté. And if you notice, and this is something that I always say when I have anybody asking me questions about, you know, how come they're going through products so quickly? Well, one of the first reasons is you're either just overusing, which is possible, but the other thing is, if you are applying your moisturizer, your serum, your cleanser, whatever it is that you're using, if you apply it in the palm of your hand and that you go and you kind of rub your hands together thinking it's gonna help spread faster, your hands are actually absorbing most of the product. So pro tip, put it on the tip of your fingers, or you can even put it, some days I'll put it at the back of my hand depending on which product I'm using, but most of the time I'll do it, tip my fingers and then dot it around, and then I'll go ahead and kind of spread it to make sure that I get better absorption, but also just an even application, which is important when it comes to consistency and just overall hydration. So that's my day cream. And then of course I don't want to neglect my eye contour, because I think it is a step that a lot of people don't necessarily want to include because you just don't think you need it. But your eye contour product is, well, the one I choose to go with is this one right here. So it's just called eye contour cream. It's a very, very mild cream. It gives you a really nice tightening effect as well. So if you are feeling maybe a little bit more tired, or that you feel like a lot of little fine lines are starting to show, you need to have a product that's designed specifically for your eye contour because the skin is much thinner around that area. So all you need to do, and again, I said this in my French video, but you might think this is a small bottle, but this bottle should last you quite a while because you need a tiny quantity. You need about a quarter of a pump as far as like for one application for both your eyes, and I like to do it on my lips too. So quarter pump is about this much. So it's a very small quantity, but you're going to be able to get your results. So I like to just dot it around. Lips. I think it's nice when you can have a product that's a little bit more versatile, that you can use it on more than one area. And then what I'll do is I'll just kind of massage it in. And make sure that I get all the product to go in and smooth out those crow's feet. If you notice, I'm using my ring finger when I'm doing this just because it's the finger that has the least pressure. So if I'm trying to do really just something light and still effective as far as massaging the product in, I like to go with this one, and it's really nice for like lymphatic drainage and all of those things. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Just remember, skincare does not have to be scary. Take it at your own pace, but the BioLove collection is an absolute great way to start. You have products that are going to be very versatile for a lot of skin types, and all, of course, going to be EcoCert and Cosmos certified. So you're working with the best that nature has to offer, but still getting those nice results that you want to have. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week.